everyone! Today I will be showing you how you can create a mini macrame plant hanger. For this tutorial I am using 6 ropes measured at 5 feet long, and my ropes are 2mm single stranded cotton rope. Now that you know what we need for this project, let's get right into it and get started. The first thing I'm going to do is fold all my ropes evenly in half and gather them together. Then I'm going to form a loop up top by tying a simple overhand knot. To do this, I'm just going to hold all my ropes so that I have a loop up here, and then I'm going to take my ropes, and I like to go around my fingers and then through the little loop for my overhand knot. And then you're just going to pull that tight. Just like that. And now I'm just going to go through and pull each individual string just to tighten and smooth my knot out. Now we can begin our mini plant hanger. For this plant hanger, we will be working in sections of 4, and when you find your 4 ropes to work together, you want to make sure you have 2 ropes of each color. Now we will be making vertical lark's head knots. To do this, I'm going to take the side here on the far right, I'm going to cross over the 2 ropes in the middle, and then I'm going to swing it around those 2 ropes to go through the loop. And I'm going to pull that tight. Then I'm going to take that same rope on the right, and this time it's going to go behind the 2 ropes in the middle to form a loop. It's going to twist around those 2 strings and go through the loop, and then I can pull it tight. And that is my first little vertical lark's head knot. Now I'm going to take the rope on the left and repeat the same steps. So I'm going to cross it over the 2 ropes in the middle to form a loop. It's going to twist around those ropes to go through the loop. I'm going to pull it tight. Then I'm going to send it behind the 2 ropes in the middle to form a loop where it curls around to go through the loop. And then you just pull it tight. I'm going to go back to the side on the right. Send it over the 2 ropes in the middle, twist it around to go through the loop, and pull it tight. Then it goes behind, around and through, and I pull it tight. Once you've done 10 knots, we're going to do a little bit of a switch knot just to make sure that the length of our middle strings and our outer strings will remain the same. So what I mean by this is I'm just going to take these 2 outer ropes and I'm just going to twist them in front of the middle strings to switch positions. And then I'm just going to start tying these vertical lark's head knots the same way, just with these 2 new ropes in the middle. So I'm going to take the side here on the right, cross it over the 2 ropes in the middle to form my loop. It's going to twist around those, go through the loop. I can pull that tight. Then I'm going to send it behind, around, and through the loop. Now I'm going to take the yellow rope here that's now on the left, and we're going to repeat. So it goes in front, it twists around to go through the loop. I can pull that tight, then it's going to go behind, around, and through. And that's what it'll look like. So you'll have a little indent here where it switches, which is also a really fun pattern in itself. And then you're just going to keep repeating this until we have about 10 knots in this section as well. And this is what it will look like all finished up with this row. So you should have 20 vertical lark's head knots total with a little switch knot here in the middle. And now all we're going to do is we're just going to rotate our project, take 4 more cords, remembering to use 2 of the same colors. And then I'm just going to repeat the exact same steps as before. Once you've done your 10 vertical lark's head knots, this is where we're going to do that switch knot again. So once again, the outer ropes just go over those middle ropes to switch positions, and then we're just going to tie our vertical lark's head knots as before. Right goes over the middle, around them, and through the loop. You pull that tight, then I'm going to send it behind, around, and through, and pull it tight. Then I take the side on the left now, over, around and through, then behind, around and through. And I'm just going to repeat this until I have 10 more knots. And now we're just going to rotate this one more time to finish our pattern, doing the same exact steps with our last section of 4. And this is what it will look like when you have all 3 sections finished. Now it's time to form the basket for our little mini pot to sit into. To do this, I'm going to be making a square knot. I'm going to use 2 previous sections and use 2 ropes from each section to make my square knot. So you want to use 4 ropes. I'm going to move down about 2 inches and tie a square knot. To make a square knot, I'm going to take the side on the far right, cross it over the 2 ropes in the middle to form a loop. The side on the left then goes over the right, behind the 2 in the middle, and through the loop. And I'm just going to pull that tight. Then I'm going to take the side on the left to cross over the 2 ropes in the middle. The side on the right goes over the left, behind the 2 in the middle, and through the loop. And then I pull that tight. Just like that. Now I'm going to repeat by taking 2 ropes from one section and 2 ropes from the section next to it. And I'm going to go down so that the square knot will be even with the one we just tied. Take the right string to cross over the 2 ropes in the middle. Side on the left goes over that right rope, behind the 2 in the middle, and through the loop. And then I'm just going to pull that tight. And this is where you can kind of adjust to make it even with the last square knot as best as you can. Then that left string crosses over the 2 ropes in the middle. The right goes over the left, behind the 2, and through the loop. And then I just repeat. So I'm going to take 2 new ropes and 2 new ropes. Form my basket by lining it up with the previous square knots and tying another one. Just like that. Now to tie off my basket, I'm going to be using an overhand knot once again. So again, I'm just going to move down about an inch, maybe 2 inches, and tie an overhand knot as I did up top. So I just take them, and I like to go around my hand to make it easier, and then pull them through the little loop I form, and then just adjust where that knot's gonna sit as I pull it tight. Just like that. And then once again, I'm going to take each individual rope and just pull on it to kind of smooth out this knot. And now I have a nice basket for my mini pot to sit into. If your basket is not deep enough for the pot you're using, just take your knot and lower it down more so you have more of that basket. Then the last step to do is take your scissors and just trim off any of these ends that you need to make it the desired length. Now let's see what our final product looks like.